Hello, my name is James Westrick, and for my Week 7 Social Issues and Technologies course, I've decided to take and do a proposal for the nonprofit organization Doctors Without Borders. I chose this particular organization because they do a lot of great work in natural disaster areas and countries that are stricken with diseases that, for a lot of intents and purposes, have been eradicated in first world countries. Um, Through my SWOT analysis of the Doctors Without Borders website and reviewing some of their financial information that they provide online, um, I would say that they have a lot of really good strengths. Like they have a really, really high donation amount, which makes sense because being comprised largely of doctors, they have a really strong arm in the philanthropic community for gathering donations. Um, on top of this, they have a really strong advertisement campaign. We see a lot of Doctors Without Borders commercials. And then the other really big benefit for them is they have a super strong social media presence. So again, you see a lot of advertising on social media postings from them about the good they're doing, what opportunities people can volunteer for, and things of that nature. They also have a really good technological base. Their website's really, really well made and functional, and they provide people with a lot of different ways to donate and volunteer. Um, on that note, they're probably one of their biggest weaknesses that I've seen on their site is they need more uh, non-doctoral staff, so people that can work in clerical and administrative and logistical functions. This seems largely due to the fact that um, the name Doctors Without Borders targets physicians more commonly than it does people in non-physician positions. So um, while they could use someone like a clerical administrator or a logistical specialist or something like that, they generally aren't really seeing that type of volunteer because they don't necessarily think of themselves as being able to volunteer for Doctors Without Borders because they're not doctors. Um, and this is kind of the problem that I want to address. I think there's a pretty easy solution, like with having such strong advertisement campaigns. If we can redirect some of those to target clerical, administrative, and logistical staff, I feel like the organization can grab more of those people in as volunteers. Um, and because it's for such a like a good global cause, it really plays strongly with a lot of people. Um, there's actually a study done in 2008 by um, a doctor, Brian Turner, in a similar situation. Essentially, they ran a public service announcement looking for volunteers um, to help staff and run the Special Olympics, and um, just just the public service announcement added a little over like 20% growth um, to their normal volunteer staffing, just because it wasn't something that people had thought about taking the time to do because they may not be an athlete or work in the sports industry. So it's kind of the same situation here for people that might not necessarily work in the medical field or be a doctor. So if we can increase the volunteer rate by even half that number, which I think we might even be able to do better, um, just because I think that Doctors Without Borders actually has a slightly better um, advertisement campaign strategy than the Special Olympics does, that we can help reduce clerical costs, and then we can take these savings and apply them to other areas, like increasing the amount of medicine that we're able to send to foreign countries, or by increasing what we can pay physicians, which, I mean, we don't pay them very much right now. It's a little less than $2,000 a month, which for a doctor that's extremely low. And we might be able to help increase that and attract more doctors, like because there might be some a sector of physicians out there that they're just not willing to take and live off under $2,000 a month. So if we can even increase that to like $2,500 a month, that might pull in another segment of doctors that we can send more places and reach more people. So this is essentially my solution to helping achieve the mission of Doctors Without Borders, which is essentially to have the largest impact possible on people that are affected by disease and disaster. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and have a nice day. Goodbye.